Good morning, Facebook. Grace and peace to you all. Today I want to talk about becoming love. Living in love rather than being in the place of needing love. I believe that we are in one of two postures, that we are living our lives centered in ourselves or centered in Christ, right? And there's a lot of Christians that are still centered in self, searching for God's blessings rather than being truly submitted to God fully and being filled with the love of God and then being able to reflect that in their lives. So we're still living a self-centered Christianity, which is really no Christianity at all. He's saying, Jesus says, for the one who tries to hold on to his life will lose it, but the one who lays down his life for my sake and the gospel will find it. It's about that submission of life to God. Paul says, for I've been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. That's where the freedom comes. Because now all of a sudden, I'm not in that place of needing love. I'm able to become love. So now I'm able to see others' created value, see their destiny, see their purpose, and bring that out in them because I've been filled with the love of God. For the love of Christ compels me into that freedom, into that fullness. So when you know Him, when you've submitted your life to Him, now you're not being in that place of need. You're able to be in that place of overflow. You know who you are in Christ. You've been made whole and complete in Him so that you're able to express the love that you've received in Him instead of being in that place of brokenness, trying to fill a void within your life. Instead, it's beautiful when you really submit your life fully to God. Then you're able to become love, right? That's what this is about. God is love, and we are His. Paul talks about over and over again about being in Christ. We are either living our lives centered in self, which is in need of love, or we're in Christ and fully submitted to Him. Then we're able to become love. That's freedom. That's beautiful. That's a new way to live, right? That's the masterpiece that we can become because we're no longer centered in ourselves, we're centered in Him. Then we get to be an expression of the love we've received rather than always being in a posture of need. So we're looking for God's blessings in our life. Our relationship with Him is based on our circumstances rather than the unconditional love that we receive that sets us free from the bondage of self. So we're able to walk in the newness of life, that we are a new creation. The old is gone, that life centered in self. Now we're centered in Him and we're able to be an expression of God's love wherever we go. That's freedom. That's us becoming a light, right? That's us being an expression to those that are hurting. We're able to speak life and love and freedom, that we're reconciled to God. We're restored to that place with Him as if we never ate the tree. As that's what we were created for. We were created to be in Him, not in ourselves. But because of the fall, we were in that posture of needing love rather than being able to become love. May you experience God's love that sets you free. Now, then you're able to walk in the newness of life and be an expression of love and light wherever you go. God bless y'all.